forth and craft.
For the crumbling stone, I used these foam blocks, and you can pick these up at the link below. Now, what I did for the door was, in my standard door technique, I just used stir sticks, glued those together with white glue, glued a toothpick on the end, and then I crossed the slats of the door with some cardstock, and I dug into the cardstock with a pen to kind of give it a wood texture, right? So I just poked the toothpick through the foam block, and you can see I'm curving them around the top, and I've glued these with hot glue, and there's some spaces, but don't worry about that right now, okay? So I just continue to do that around the door, and hot glue those together. They take hot glue very well. And then I did some larger blocks on the bottom. Essentially, I cut a counting block in half, okay? And I did those on the bottom, and then poked the toothpick through that. And then I put some more details on the door. I added some smaller pieces on the ends of the bottom. I put some little stones between the wedged them between the top round circular part at the top, and put a stone on top of that. Okay, so that's just all some excess I had, and I used those. And then I put it all together with hot glue. So I just covered everything with hot glue. It's great to have that glue gun that I have with the metal nozzle, so I can spread it out over the piece. Also, you don't want to fill in all the cracks, so be careful about that when you're applying the hot glue, right? You just want the texture on there is what you're going for. So then for the bottom, I just added some cardstock on the bottom to give it a flat base. And I also added a piece from a stir stick for the door there, or for the latch of the door. And then I also added a little ring, a jewelry ring with a cardstock bit through the ring to hold it on the door. These are all, you can see how to do these doors on my dungeon doors from my Tilescapes video, okay? Here we are. I spray painted it flat black. I'm just using some watered down gray on there, and I'll start filling that ring in, right? And I like it wet, so when I blend the other colors, the burnt sienna and the tan, it'll kind of blend in and give a nice stone color, right? You don't want it just to be one gray color. Stone is different colors. There we go. I'll do the door with the dark brown. Just paint the door in. Easy, easy. I'm going to wash it with some black, and oops, I got it too wet and the door came off, but that's okay. It'll make it a little easier to construct, actually. So I'll just finish painting that up. Now that's dry. I'm going to use my sponge technique and do some lighter gray on there for highlights, and really making that look like an ancient stone doorway, right? I really like that. Now the door, I'm going to use this, I have this Mississippi mud, which is a nice kind of blah brown, which looks great on these ancient woodworks. And then I'm going to use a bit of tan to bring out the highlights, make it look like an ancient door. Nice. Then I'm going to paint the handle and the latch with a bronze. I thought it'd be fun to paint a different color than my standard gunmetal. Then I'll just glue that door back in. I still have the toothpick in there, so I'll just put it on the edge. Be very careful when I put it back in not to glue it to the frame. Just glue it to the toothpick. Let it dry. It'll be good to go. Now let's hit the table and check this out. This cool crumbling arch doorway out. Here I have a Tilescape set up, and Roderick and Hilga go up and check out this door, and bang on the door. Anybody home? And then the hag comes down the stairs. I'm coming. Wait. And she's like, "What do you want? What do you want, Roderick?" And then Roderick smashes in the door. "I want revenge for all the children you cursed." And then attacks, and the hag was no more. All right, let's check the door. So I think that really looks great. It really looks like a crumbling stone door. It really gives a nice effect there. And you can see, it opens just like my other Tilescape doors. And I really like the dilapidated look of the door, right? I really kind of tried to make it crooked and that kind of thing. You can really see it with the details on there. I really tried to make it crooked and a bit smashed to make it look like an ancient door. So there you go. I hope you like this openable door with ancient stones around it, and I'll see you next time on The Craft.
You may have won this time, Roderick, but I'll be back.
I ain't afraid of no hag, ghost.